All right, Libra, welcome to your weekly horoscope for April, Monday the 20th through Sunday the 26th. My name is Athen. So this week we've got the energies of that new moon now moving forward, which has been in your 7th house. You guys had the new moon last Saturday in your 7th, which is about relationships. It's about one-on-one connections, new and existing relationships. All of this is transpiring now around this time period. Maybe it's a new perspective on that area of your life. Maybe it's literally new relationships coming in. Maybe it's you modifying and re-strengthening existing relationships. So whatever it is for you, very positive time now. We had a very transformative time back in March. And so now with all the fast-moving planets in Aries, no more of this Pisces nebulousness, things are very clear here. And this is a place where you Librans like to operate anyways, is in that 7th house. So this is what's in flow for you this week, is move forward with it. It's an active time. We enter the week in the crescent phase, which is the beginning of the lunar cycle, to the first quarter phase. And so this is the time to really take action, try new things, put energy forward, and make these new things, whatever they are, involving relationships in particular, a reality. So it starts on Monday and Tuesday when Mercury squares up to Jupiter, which is expanding our minds. Now this is expanding your minds about relationships, and I think you've been thinking a lot about the 7th house stuff. I think you've been very motivated by it with Mars and Mercury there, and now with a square from Jupiter, it's suggesting that I think while there is a lot of optimism, while there is a lot of expansion taking place in terms of how you see relationships or whatever, keep it grounded. This is a good energy, it's very positive, but because it's a square, it just means that a lot of times we're not seeing the more benefic side of Jupiter. We're seeing maybe the over, optimism, or like not seeing it, as it really is. So, but whatever it is, it's not that anything, again, is positive or negative here. It's just that you want to stay grounded with it, work with the energies the best you can, maybe balance some things involving work and relationships. It could be the case because Jupiter is in your 10th house. You guys have had a lot of opportunities for career and for work and big picture stuff. So maybe it's a balancing of those two areas, but whatever it is, take it slow, use the optimism, move forward, just keep things nice and grounded. Monday through Wednesday, in particular, we have a very important transit. We have Mars trining up to Pluto. So this is a very strong supportive energy, again, going into relationships here. You've got very powerful Pluto has been aspecting your 3rd house, creating a very powerful mind, a very powerful communication for you of seeing the truth, of speaking the truth, now funneling positive energy into the relationship part of your chart. So utilize it Monday through Wednesday, put that energy and action into relationships in general in your life, and you'll be getting the most out of this. On Wednesday, we have some important transits. We have Mercury going over Mars in that 7th house, who then trines up to Pluto. So this is where the motivation meets the intellect and the thinking and all this stuff you've been perhaps pondering about relationships. So initiating now these ideas, initiating it in a very practical way. Mercury is the practical day-to-day stuff. So putting it in, implementing it, this is the day, but really this whole first part of the week to do so, middle part of the week also. Very powerful too, because that Mercury is going to be trining up to Pluto. So again, powerful in the communications and the speech and the exchanges and the interchanges in the relationships. Communication probably mostly. Now Thursday through Saturday we've got, or actually let me back up, we've got one other important transit here on Wednesday, and it's involving your ruler. It's very important for you guys actually. Venus is sextiling Jupiter. So this is an opportunity now to really expand what you enjoy about relationships, but mostly about the deeper elements of life. And this could be an opportunity in that area of your chart as well. Venus has been transiting your 8th, so I think you guys have been enjoying depth, truth, honesty, transparency, getting deeper with things, if it is relationships or if it's with home or with family, or whichever part of your life. Venus in the 8th is helping you. You've been wanting, and you have this opportunity to really connect to what life is truly about, seeing beyond the veils, the truth. And so an opportunity here on Wednesday in particular, this is a highlight for you Libras, in terms of taking a new opportunity to get deeper, is basically what this is, and probably relating to relationships in general in your life, again, all relationships, but maybe more so in terms of yourself too, and then really feeling good about seeing the deeper elements and that strong connection of feeling into it and enjoying it. So Wednesday is a fantastic time for everything relationship related, anything, in terms of seeing an opportunity to really expand the deeper elements of life and putting energy towards it. Now, Thursday through Saturday, we've got some interesting aspects. They're not your normal major aspects. I wanted to cover them, though, because there's a lot of them. We have Mars semi-sextiling Uranus. We have the Sun quincunx Saturn, and Venus quincunx Pluto. These are the types of energies where they're not your normal transits, your major transits. They're an integration type of transit. So that's what I'm getting a sense of. Thursday through like Saturday, it's like whatever it is we're involved with, early part of the week, we have a lot of this direct, we're very clear, we're moving forward, but then it's like, okay, a lot of this transformation that took place back in March, we're having to, I think, integrate now. And so this is like, like I've been saying, this is the time in April where things are really starting to open up, but we're still integrating, we're still moving forward. It's still a little bit clunky because we're getting used to it. So for you in particular, it's bringing in more freedom, I think, into the relationships, remembering the importance of that, specifically relating to your self-improvement and your health. It's involving Saturn, which is making sure everything's nice and real, nice and grounded, nice and committed, especially relating to your finances and resources, which has been Saturn in your second. And then Venus with Pluto is bringing in the deeper elements into it as well, and making sure that when you are speaking truthfully, but not in a way that's like harsh or anything. Not suggesting that that's going to be the case for any of you, but it's a very powerful energy that you want to make sure that you're harnessing the best part of it, which is compassion, truth, transparency, and all these things, whether it's, again, in relationships or otherwise. So just an integration. A lot of this came from a lot of the transformation that took place with your mind and your communications last month in particular, and with your health and diet and routine and things like this. Just bringing that stuff in particular into this this newfound path, this new beginning. Now, Saturday and Sunday, we have your ruler Venus sextiling Uranus. This is going exact on Sunday, so I think on Sunday in particular is where this is going to really play its largest role. So this is an opportunity to mix things up. And again, it's mixing things up with the deeper elements, but also relationships. So I think over the weekend, just do some different things, enjoy the excitement, bring in, again, that freedom into what you're doing on that deeper element of life, and enjoy the deeper element of life over the weekend, and you'll be getting the most out of it. Have that truth, that transparency, that rawness. It's an easy aspect, which means it's an opportunity. We won't be forced to do it. It's an opportunity, and you'll get the most out of it if you flow with that opportunity in that balanced sense. All right, Libra, so I hope you guys have a fantastic week. Let me know if you have any questions, and please get in touch if you'd like a personal reading, and I'll talk to you all next time. Take care.